Baltimore ICE facility. Immigration officials say they plan to deport him to Uganda after he rejected a plea deal to be sent to Costa Rica in exchange for pleading guilty to smuggling charges.
Family members and supporters are planning a prayer vigil and rally for Abrego Garcia, also outside of the offices here, including court-appointed special advocates, also known as CASA. In a statement, CASA's chief of organizing and leadership says, quote, Kilmar is being made an example of a martyr for having the courage to stand up to this administration's illegal deportation practices. They're throwing the entire federal apparatus at one father of three to prove that no one should dare challenge their authority. These torturous behaviors must end at once. Enough is enough, end quote. Abrego Garcia was released Friday from a Tennessee jail where he was being held on human smuggling charges. He was sent there back in June after being deported to El Salvador.
Now, that is Olivia Dance of Fox 45 Baltimore. Meanwhile, the Trump administration is eyeing Chicago as it looks to expand its effort to cut crime across the country. The city could get similar treatment to D.C., where 2,000 troops have been deployed.
The White House says there were 93 arrests in D.C., including 46 illegal aliens. In Maryland next door, Governor Wes Moore has invited President Trump to visit Baltimore. Moore rejected the idea the guard is needed in his city with the second highest murder rate. President Trump has declined the invitation on Truth Social. Now, Missouri Senator Eric Schmidt says he welcomes federal support and more officers in the city of St. Louis, which, of course, has the highest murder rate in the country.
And that is Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Maryland Governor Wes Moore says the operations would be unsustainable from a financial standpoint, claiming a cost of $1 million per day. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, it's Mike Rowe, and if you want to do business with a company that actually stands for something, switch to Pure Talk. I did. Sure, I appreciate being on America's most dependable 5G network with unlimited talk and text for just $20 a month. But what I really appreciate is Pure Talk's commitment to our military and to our skilled workforce. That matters to me. Save 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, a wireless company that actually stands for something.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Justice Department releasing transcripts and audio from its interview with Jeffrey Epstein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell telling Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche she never witnessed any inappropriate activity by former President Bill Clinton or President Donald Trump.
I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody.
Also saying she is not aware of any Jeffrey Epstein client list and does not believe Epstein died by suicide. Maxwell, who is seeking a pardon or commutation from the president, is serving a 20-year prison sentence for helping Epstein traffic and abuse underage girls. Her lawyer, David Marcus, praising the DOJ for releasing the transcript and audio, saying people could judge for themselves. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Now, the DOJ turned over thousands of pages of documents related to Epstein to the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Friday in response to a subpoena. Ukraine's war with Russia rages on as the Eastern European nation marked its Independence Day yesterday. Fox's Marianne Rafferty.
Ukraine is stepping up attacks against Russian energy facilities. Kyiv is using drones to strike refineries and pumping stations, part of an effort to hurt Russia's war machine. And their efforts appear to be working. Gasoline prices are soaring across the country. Russia is also accusing Ukraine of launching attacks on a nuclear power plant. Officials say it sparked a fire that was quickly put out. Meantime, world leaders are showing support for Ukraine as the country celebrates its 34th Independence Day from the Soviet Union. President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping were among those delivering messages of support.
Now, President Trump continues his push to bring Russian-Ukraine leaders together to talk peace, but no date has been set for a potential summit. And Sinaloa cartel leader Ismael Amayo Zambada is expected to plead guilty to federal drug trafficking charges today before a judge in Brooklyn. I'm Gianna Gelosi. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news New Illinois law creating new guidelines for missing persons investigation. It requires law enforcement to immediately take a report when they're notified of a missing person or entered into the law enforcement agency's data system. The law also eliminates the practice of observing a waiting period before taking a missing persons report. 5 men arrested in Forsyth during a 2-day human trafficking demand suppression operation carried out by Illinois State Police. It was conducted by the Criminal Investigating Trafficking Enforcement. This operation focused on identifying people looking to engage in commercial sex acts. USDA is predicting a record corn crop of almost 17 billion bushels nationwide, which experts said may keep farmers from breaking even. Total Grain Marketing in Champaign toured central Illinois last weekend to get a close-up look at the crops. They say this year the ears are coming in smaller than just a year ago at close to 6 inches versus 8. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim.
Well, here we are, last week of August. How does that work? Where does the time go? I don't get it. I simply don't understand it.
Game week, Stevie.
Let's go. Friday night, 6:30, Illinois takes on Western Illinois. And, I'm sure we're big favorites. And let's go close the door on it. So, let's get her done. But
we'll be live from Pia's and looking forward to that, too.
Yeah, live from Pia's on Thursday from 3 to 5.
3 to 6.
No, 4 to 6.
Well, we're going to be there at 3.
Cardinals play, but we'll get them on. We'll get the Pias going. It'll be fun. 4 o'clock. Planning on 4 to 6, more or less.
Yeah.
All right, so good to have you. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
It is Monday morning, August 25, the year of our Lord, 2025. And yes, Mr. Greg Soyes brought us jacket weather this morning. 54 is what I got on the car thermometer.
Yeah, a little more typical of maybe late September versus late August around here, but there's still warmth in the weather maps and charts, not the conclusion of summertime by any means.
That's all right. We like to get little tastes. I mean, the question is, would you be so exuberant about this if you hadn't gone through that?
Correct. That is a good assessment.
Oh, man. Our weather this morning brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. They offer cost-efficient solutions for busy offices. Get a free evaluation from by calling 217-352-0428. And by Busey for over 155 years, member FDIC. Mr. Greg, meteorologist Solye, what are you seeing for our first football game this week?
Well, we've got a sun-filled afternoon, a dry Friday evening, light winds, and just a slightest of a northeast zephyr expected, and probably a high temperature of the afternoon up close to 80. Kickoff readings about 73, 74 degrees, and we'll fall into the middle and more likely upper 60s later in the ball game. So very easy to take and manage for Friday night football at Memorial Stadium. And as you pointed out, cool morning, 51 at Willett and Savoy, 52 at Rantoul. Get out there towards Ogden, St. Joe, Royal. They're at 49 currently, some upper 40s in the Iroquois, Kankakee counties, and along the Wabash. That'll be pretty common over a more broader-based, wider area. These overnight lows in the 40s here for the next couple of nights, but nice turnaround temperatures by day. A bit below average, but nothing to impact late-season crop growth and development. Those years are set, and we're often moving forward here to what should be an early and often harvest season later on into September and October. But in the meantime, and by the way, no rain on the forecast. Weather maps and charts on at least the next 10 days. Tropics working to our favor as well, keeping the atmosphere drier, but we need the rainfall at the same time. 73 later this afternoon, 10 shy of normal, lots of sunshine, a bit of a fresh northwesterly wind as the day wears on. That wind will fade this evening, clear, cool, 45 tomorrow, cool again, sun-filled, and 75 back into the upper 40s with a calm wind tomorrow night. Sunny and 77 on Wednesday, 78 Thursday, Friday high up near 80. Holiday weekend, Sunday to partly cloudy skies. High temperatures between 75 and 80 degrees. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solye.
Here we go. Off and running. Glad you're listening. You're always welcome to text us, 217-359-2255. That's the Fisher National Bank text line. It's Abrego Garcia, the Maryland man with the family.
Yes.
Offered a plea deal. You go to Costa Rica if you deal with us. Otherwise, Uganda.
Okay.
He said no. All right, so this is a guy that was given orders through due process of a judge saying you got to leave.
Right.
You're here illegally.
Okay.
Then we found out more. Is he MS-13? We shared the tattoo. Can't send him back to El Salvador because apparently gang problems.
I see.
And so when he beat his wife twice, maybe it was his girlfriend at the time, but now his wife, domestic violence. And then he had a car full of 7 people coming to Illinois, men and women, with no luggage. Yeah, so it's human smuggling.
Right.
So we got a not so good character, but boy, have they trained him up. I just want to be with my family.
I see.
I thank my wife, who I beat twice. He didn't say that. He was here. He was court ordered to leave, and this is this is the hill you're gonna die on. Unbelievable. So that's kind of topping our news here this morning, nationally anyway. Washington, D.C. is doing really, really well. And the president said Chicago is next. The mayor of Chicago, who makes me want to vote for Lori Lightfoot and bring her back.
Brandon Johnson.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't get the hairdo with the pointy top. It's just weird. I mean, you do that when you're 11.
Some stylist said that's cool, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay, but it's just weird. You're
He's
mayor
49.
of the city. I get it. But you don't do that when you're 50. You do it when you're 14. Anyway, he just has this stoic, deadpan. The other day, a reporter asked him a hard question, and he said, well, since you're begging.
Right.
Since you're begging me, and I appreciate you begging me.
Begging like 3 or 4 times.
It just felt good. So he's just pompous, pretentious, Just, Lori Lightfoot. Where's my Lori Lightfoot campaign poster? Bring her back. She was odd. Odd woman, but okay, I'll take her. I didn't know it could get worse. I really didn't. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I got a clip of a Washington, D.C. resident said this is just unbelievable, the change in 2.5 weeks. But it's changed.
Yeah. You're not going to commit a crime or rob somebody if you have some soldier on the corner.
No, and so there were no murders in Washington.
And now they're packing. They have their service pistol or something, right?
There were no murders in Washington, D.C. There were no funerals last week because of violence. So isn't that something to be happy about? Can you not say, that's great? No. It's authoritarian. We told you he's a Nazi. People. Nobody died last week. Right. Violent. And the city is clean. There's nobody at Union Station anymore. There was an embankment of tons of garbage and people throwing things. It's completely different.
Right.
Do you not want to say, maybe this is my small window to take my family to Washington, D.C. and see things? Maybe I want to go now before the window closes. I don't know. I just think that it's police state-ish. But what else are you going to do with what you have? It's out of control. People don't feel safe. Congress who's the congressman that got carjacked? It's just stunning that we allow this. We tolerate that. It's really unbelievable that we're at this point. All right, I got some clips to play. I want to get to some of that. Stand by. 7:13. Again, it's sports headlines time at this time. And
we had a sweep from the Chicago Cubs over the LA Angels. Yesterday's score was 4-3. They'll stay out on the West Coast for San Francisco on Tuesday with an 8:45 start over on US 105.9. Where you're home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
My fault. I said they had a shot at the wild card.
Okay.
And here we go.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Orton, I'm John Rooney, and yesterday in Tampa, Florida, the Cardinals and Rays waited 4 hours and 25 minutes before the first pitch was thrown by Ryan Pepio. Pepio went 5 innings, allowing only 1 hit, and he got enough offense to pick up a victory as the Cardinals dropped a 7-2 game to the Rays.
Couple of home runs by the Rays, including a slam by Caminero. That was the big hit in the game. Matthew Liberatore actually had a good start and then lost his command, had 3 walks in 1 inning, and then it was Matt Swanson relieving him, giving up the big fly, the slam by Caminero. Cardinals just could not manage a lot of hits in the game.
After the long rain delay, Ricky, the game started out with a fast pace for both sides, but then after a Morel home run and then the grand slam by Caminero, Tampa Bay was well in control.
They sure were, and they were not afraid to steal some bags, too. They had 4 stolen bases. They ran away with the game.
The Cardinals are home to the Pirates tonight on the air at 5:50.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
So the Chicago White Sox blanked the Minnesota Twins 8-0 yesterday, and they'll have a series starting up against Kansas City. Tommy Fleetwood.
How about that?
How about that?
How about Tommy?
On top of the leaderboard.
Fleetwood. I've got him.
$10 million
I mean,
later.
it's just Tommy Fleetwood had 164 PGA tournaments. He had 50 top 10s, and he never won, including the giveaway a couple of weeks ago. And they put a microphone in Tommy Fleetwood, PGA player, put a microphone in his face and say, how do you feel? He essentially said, I did a lot of good things out there. Then he's winning the tournament on Saturday, and he hits the ball in the water. And as he walks toward the drop zone where you got to hit it again, he's headed toward a double bogey. He's high-fiving people. How do you do that?
He's got a good attitude.
He has a
positive mental outlook.
First
really
win.
Carry you through here.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed emotions. I think very proud of like the qualities I've had to show in recent weeks to keep coming back. Very relieved that it's done. That I've got this first win and I can move on and hopefully win many more. Like I've always said, I don't really dream of winning one. I feel like I want to win, multiple and plenty. But to do that, you got to win the first one.
It's so hard to win on the PGA. It is so hard. And here's one of the best golfers in the world. He had not won a tournament on the PGA. Well, now that's over. He got $10 million as a thank you. To whom it may concern, dear Tommy, you get $10 million. Now, Scotty Scheffler wasn't on his A game. He's still great. He finished, fourth? Mm-hmm. Whatever it was. He plunked one in the water at a bad time. But he had $23 million in bonus money coming into the day. So he's okay.
Here's a headline. The Illinois basketball team is complete.
Yay!
At long last, Serbian guard Mihailo Petrovic has arrived in Champaign this weekend and joined the Illini after a long summer of getting academic and visa clearance for his college basketball arrival. The team announced everything on social media yesterday.
That's great news, yeah.
That the 6'3", 180-pound guard is with the team.
And he can dish it. The guy can dribble it. He can point guard it.
He's 22.
Yeah, no, this is great. Love KJ. Mm-hmm. Love Will Riley. Don't want to ever have an 18-year-old on my starting lineup again. Just don't. I love the 22-year-old guy who forgot to shave. That's what I'm looking for now. My program has evolved. I love you guys. Just hang on. I'll get to you in about 4 years.
He excelled in the Adriatic League, the same league as Tommy Isevich played before earning all Big Ten honors.
And I'm understanding, according to Adam Fletch, Thomas has come back stone cold serious.
Yes.
And has gained weight and just more focus. Remember how sick he was last year? He had mononuclear, wasn't he? He had mono, didn't he? Anyway, he had a bunch of stuff.
I think he did.
Let's get it going. Weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Reminding you, the summer pool hours are out, and it's the school pool hours, and you can still have fun until Labor Day, September 1st, when the pool closes at the end of the day. Take note at urbanaparks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Fine spell and comfortable, too, for late summertime and late August across much of East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities, no organized rain until at the earliest mid to late next week. Maybe not so great with dryness and drought in mind, and what should be a promising early and often start to the harvest season. Football Friday, no problem with clear skies, light wind, high temperatures up near 80 in the afternoon, kickoff readings in the lower 70s. But for today, and seasonally cool, sunshine at 73, fresh northwesterly wind. Clear tonight, cool at 45. Tomorrow, sunny, cool again at 75. Clear, calm tomorrow night, low down to 47. Sunshine at 77, the high on Wednesday. Thursday up to 78, as mentioned, up near 80 on Friday for the Labor Day holiday weekend. Rain-free, lots of sunshine. 77 on Saturday. Sunday have 76 and back up near 80 on Labor Day Monday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Building business and growing wealth since 1868. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Intel shares are up 1.5% after the chipmaker reached an agreement for the U.S. government to receive a 9.9% stake in the company funded by $5.7 billion from the CHIPS Act. Intel says the government will not have representation on Intel's board. Wayfair shares are down 4% after President Trump said the U.S. will investigate tariffs on furniture imports. Keurig Dr. Pepper is buying JDE Peet's, the parent company of Peet's Coffee, and plans to separate its coffee and soft drink businesses into two companies. And Reuters is reporting Procter & Gamble is selling luxury diapers made in China at Target. Target previously said it would be selling the Bum Bum diapers, but did not mention manufacturing. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola, invested in you.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com.
All right, so let's talk about it. What about Gail Frericks Trucking? How are you with drivers, et cetera? How's it going?
Hey, we're coming down to the time where we're going to get some grain going in the fields. Our regional over-the-road trucks are pretty well full, but what we do is have a couple of spots that we bring in some new people to start out hauling the grain out of the field. They're home every night. They make good money, and they work a lot over 6 or 7 weeks. That's all dictated by the weather, so if the weather's good on the weekend, we're going. And then those people just transition into a regional job when the grain's done.
Awesome. Need good people for that, for sure.
Yep, need 2 or 3 good people for that. We'll be starting here in probably 3 or 4 weeks.
How do you get that process started, Tim Onstadt?
They can get me at TIMO@GFTLOG.com. They can call the office at 765-793-7131.
And you hit number 4 for that
auto
auto attendant.
Number 4 on the auto attendant, yeah.
When feeling better can't wait, visit Christie Clinic Convenient Care. Convenient locations, hours to fit your schedule, and no appointment necessary. Plus, you don't have to be a Christie Clinic patient. Receive health care when and where you need it with Christie Clinic Convenient Care. Christie Clinic accepts Health Alliance and most other major insurance plans. Visit ChristieClinic.com to find the convenient care closest to you.
At Freedom Roofing, they stand for quality, integrity, and the American way. Locally owned and built on trust, they take pride in protecting what matters most, your home. Their expert team delivers top-notch craftsmanship with unbeatable customer service because you deserve nothing less. When storms hit or roofs age, call the name that stands for strength. Freedom Roofing, proudly serving our community because your roof should be as strong as the country we call home. Freedom Roofing, built on trust, powered by integrity. Visit freedomchampaign.com. Yep, Monday morning, August 25, got that clip with a woman in Washington, D.C. who's absolutely thrilled. There's a whole bunch of people in Chicago that would also be thrilled. And I had said, I've talked to Chicago police officers, he said, Chicago's lost. Well, I said, you'd have to bring the Army in. That's what I thought.
Yeah. In fact, that came up at a pool party yesterday. My friend Scott Bailey was saying, didn't you, Stevie J, weren't you talking about this years ago about, how do we solve this? And the National Guard came up.
Well, if you did that, I think the gangs, 500 plus gangs would stand down for a while. They'd wait it out.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you'd tamp it down. But you look at Chicago, go to heyjackass.com, quite the name for a website.
I know.
And you see some of the crime is down. Car thefts are through the roof. People are stealing cars.
Right.
But the murders, if you can accept 180 so far this year, homicides, and it's mostly black.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
In fact, they talk about, the gender and the race of the different people who were shot and who did the shooting and the place of the shooting. And
they've got it all, but it's stopping it. And you're talking about gang on gang. You shot me, I shot you, you shot me. It doesn't end. So why are we outraged? So many African Americans are dying in Chicago. But here comes the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, knowing that Donald Trump has his eyes on helping people not die in Chicago.
And so, look, we're going to remain firm. We'll take legal action. But the people of this city are accustomed to rising up against tyranny. And if that's necessary, I believe that the people of Chicago will stand firm alongside of me as I work every single day to protect the people of this city.
Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago.
How is he doing that?
He'll have all the gangs. They'll be arm in arm. You don't want anybody coming in stopping your stuff.
You really want to be arm in arm with gangs?
Well, they're not gangs. You just misinterpreted some of their actions.
Okay.
How dare you? Diane, I'm so surprised. Why would you be such a... Wow. No, it is unbelievable that you're thinking, how about the people in the neighborhoods that can't go out past 7 p.m.?
Right.
Do you think they'd be happy that there'd be a tank on the end of my street, at least for now?
Mm-hmm.
And it's... Of course, you can't forget Tim Walz, governor of Minnesota, who sent troops out to get you off your porch during COVID. Getting off your own porch and your own property during COVID. He had tanks and some very aggressive people. You'll hear this now. He'll say, light them up, and they start pounding them with paintballs. Hit them with paintballs.
Go inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get inside! Get in your house now! Let's go! Light them up!
Light them up!
Go inside now! Get in the house!
They're getting pounded with paintballs. Those sting.
Get in.
Unbelievable.
Because you're hanging out on
your porch during COVID in your own house. That's Tim Walz, Minnesota. Now, I deem that to be a little bit overstepping. So I do have a line. If the National Guard in Washington, D.C. started plunking people with paintballs because they were on the wrong street corner, okay, I think that's a little much. It's like, please, people. But we're talking about cracking down on crime.
Right.
We're talking about keeping people that don't belong in the country out of the country. We're not anti-immigration. We're anti-illegal immigration. Is that so wrong?
Brandon Johnson is saying this possible National Guard deployment in Chicago will be costly, illegal, and unconstitutional.
Well, you'll have less murders. How'd that feel? You can go into Ingersoll. What are some areas there that are red on that map that you got to flood that zone, and you could have some problems because the gangs aren't going to like that.
I know.
I don't think they'll challenge it because they don't have the weaponry.
One time I got off on the wrong exit, and I was right. Is it Inglewood?
I think it's Inglewood.
And
that's the worst one.
Right. Calumet, Blue.
You got off on the subway?
No. Not the
exit?
Just in my car, and I was needing gas.
Yeah.
And I'd spent some time in that neighborhood when I was at EIU and had friends that were from all over.
Well, it wasn't what it is now.
But I was country girl come to town.
Yeah, I bet they saw you too. Yeah. Look at that.
I would talk to people when we were crossing the street, and they're like, Diane, don't look at anybody. Don't talk to anybody.
Yeah. That's back then.
I know.
That's a minute ago. That's 30-some years ago.
And now, there's bars on all the businesses and stuff like that. It's just sad.
No, it is. When you have to get some help in all these cities to get razors, toothpaste, they have to unlock it because of the looting.
Yeah.
No, it's run amok on a lot of different levels. If you want to text, you're welcome, 217-359-2255. And happy to talk to you. Okay, the woman in Washington, D.C. is coming up next. Got to hear how she feels about the cleanup in 2.5 weeks. I don't know why you can't be happy about that. I just don't get it.
Back to school means back to Jets. Right now, get a build-your-own large 2-topping pizza for just $14.99 with code JETS101. Choose your crust, Detroit style, hand-tossed, or thin, and make it yours with bold flavors like turbo, butter, garlic, or Cajun. Perfect for feeding hungry kindergartners all the way to worn-out grad students. For a limited time, get your large 2-topping pizza for $14.99 now at jetspizza.com with code JETS101. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fox News, I'm Angelo Bavaro. Salvadorian migrant Kilmer Abrego Garcia turning himself into ICE and now arrested this morning in Baltimore, thanking supporters at a rally beforehand as he faces deportation to Uganda.
Un milagro, gracias a Dios y gracias a toda la comunidad.
This was a miracle. Thank you to God. And thank you to the community power.
The alleged MS-13 gang member was mistakenly deported earlier this year. He's now facing human smuggling charges. South Korea's new president visiting the White House today.
Key topics of discussion are expected to include trade, but also intelligence sharing with Japan and an increase in South Korean defense spending.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. 19 people are dead, including 4 journalists, after an Israeli strike hit a hospital in southern Gaza. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. The governor issuing a state disaster proclamation after severe weather caused extensive damage across Cook, Jersey, and Calhoun counties last month. Storms hit those areas from July 25th through the 28th, causing substantial flooding, resulting in significant property damage. New opportunity for Urbana residents to make their voices heard. Carle Health inviting patients and family members in its services area to join their patient and family advisory councils. They'll give feedback and guidance on service programs, ways to improve patient experience, and share concerns with hospital leaders. City of Mattoon's released a report outlining its response and recovery efforts related to the July algae bloom events. The City Council approved plans to improve communities' water quality, which had do not drink orders issued due to the presence of harmful algae bloom in the city's primary water source. And that's what's happening on your Monday. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim. Our weather brought to you by Grizzly's Chimney Service. You need to get your chimney cleaned up for winter.
That's right.
So you can use the darn thing. What good is it? You'll love it.
That's right.
They can also get at Grizzly's. They can also get you a gas insert.
Mm-hmm.
Grizzly's Chimney Service provided excellent service since 2008. Grizzly's, Grizzlys, GrizzliesSweep.com. Check your weather. Our meteorologist is a guy you know. His name is meteorologist Greg Solier.
Check weather, free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana and vicinity. As good as it gets for late August across much of the area. Temperatures on the cool side. No great impact to crop growth or development nor organized rains, unfortunately, at the earliest middle or late parts of next week, ensuring a very comfortable and dry Labor Day holiday weekend and fantastic football Friday weather. High temperatures up near 80, kickoff readings in the lower 70s, light wind and clear skies. Sunshine cool for the day today. Temperatures 10 shy of normal. It's about 73 with a fresh northwest wind. Mostly clear for tonight. Dawn temperatures will level off at 45. For the day tomorrow, unseasonably cool, sun-filled, lighter northwest wind at 75. Down into the 40s again tomorrow night with a clear sky and calm wind. Sunshine at 77 Wednesday, 78 Thursday, up near 80 as mentioned on Friday. High temperatures between 75 and 80 for the Labor Day holiday weekend. Partly cloudy on Saturday, sunshine for Sunday, partly cloudy on Labor Day Monday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
All right, good to have you along. It is Monday morning. This is August 25. Everybody's back in school. First day for U of I.
Yeah.
First day for the University of Illinois classes today.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not driving down 4th Street like I used to.
That's right. Definitely more traffic on campus.
Yep.
And welcome back, everybody. And we got a game on Friday. In fact, a little back-to-school special if you want to join me for lunch tomorrow at Raising Cane's, 2121 Prospect Avenue, over by Meyer and all that area. So kids will be supported as you order a box combo, and that helps out kids with disabilities. We have the Kidcratic Morning Show over on Q96. So it's pretty cool that $1 million has been donated by Raising Cane's over the years. So you'll want the hot, fresh chicken finger meals. Raising Cane's tomorrow between 11 and 1.
All right, good. We'll be there. Wee hours of Saturday morning. Wee hours yesterday morning, rather.
Yes.
Multiple reports of a shooting with injuries in Champaign-Urbana. This is actually West Springfield, so Champaign. 3:04 a.m. Found a 35-year-old male victim from Urbana, unconscious, not breathing, multiple life-threatening gunshot wounds. The man died. We never used to have shootings in Champaign-Urbana.
Yeah.
We have them way too frequently.
Victim was shot several times.
Yeah. Okay, so the cleanup in Washington, D.C. is continuing. And there are a lot of people, you might not hear from them because whatever you watch, if it's not Newsmax or Fox News, you're not going to hear about how well it's going. But here's a Washington, D.C. resident that is quite pleased with what has happened.
So President Trump has not even had control over Washington, D.C. for 30 days. And I have on my For You page video after video showing D.C., specifically Union Station, and how clean and safe it is. People don't understand how big of a deal it is, specifically for Union Station, because there is a bridge, whether it's the bypass, it's either 95, 395, or 495, where the homeless, as well as people who are abusing drugs, as well as the drug dealers, they just squat. It's clean. It's all gone. This was also an underpass bridge where people would throw their wastes. So you would drive on the main road, and to the left and right of you is nothing but trash. It's all clean. People don't understand how big of a deal this is because the Capitol is right there within like a 6 or 7 minute walk. And then also local residents, they did not like walking there, whether in the daytime or the evening. Some people would take taxis just to avoid any type of encounters. And people have been talking about cleaning this up for a decade. And you mean to tell me President Trump hasn't even had control for 30 days and he cleaned it all up?
And why isn't that happy news? I mean, wouldn't that be wonderful? I can only think of one real experience where it was nighttime and I felt super safe, and that was in Singapore, the country of Singapore, where you get flogged if you spray paint a car. Remember back in the 90s, Bill Clinton tried to appeal to lessen the severity of getting flogged from a guy who was spray painting cars in Singapore. Put gum under the restaurant tables bad, too. You just can't do stuff.
Right.
So,
and people know there's consequences.
There's consequences, and so everybody, the Arab district where I spent some time, had all kinds of different people there, and not everybody's happy because they know everybody's watching. Yeah. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just suggesting how nice it was to say, I can do whatever I want. It's going to be fine if I'm not causing trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And there was nobody causing trouble anywhere that I saw. We walked at night. We walked all around. Totally clean. Not one bit of litter, because if you litter, they put you in an orange jumpsuit and then you pick it up.
Okay.
After that, yeah.
Probably learned the lesson.
Yeah, no, it's just a different, now, again, we're at a point, I mean, crime in Champaign-Urbana has too much crime. We just do, but what do they get? I mean, when we take this Diego Garcia guy who's never should have been in this country, and we rally, and there's 150 people at his press conference this morning. They dress him, look pretty nice. They give him the words to say about how he just wants to be with his family. This guy is a bad man. And yet, we're very merciful in this country. A lot of us are Christians who think of our first tenet of religion as forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
We're all for second chances. We're all for that. But we're not for continually giving people that aren't doing the right things, making bad choices constantly. You can't be in the society if you can't behave. Why is that so foreign? And yet you root for the bad guy to get better, but if they don't, you can't be outside. It's just the way it's got to work. Otherwise, we're all going to be in terror. So they've arrested 500 to 800 people in Washington D.C. That's a lot of bad hombres, man. Bad people.
Yeah.
You just picking up bad. White, black, Hispanic, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get them off the street, and that's what they've done in Washington in 2.5 weeks. And I think it's good news. And I understand the guy who did this is a guy that just triggers people, and it's unbelievable to see some of these social media clips, and I don't know what to tell them. You got to figure out how not to have your fist clenched all day, because that's really not healthy.
Right.
It really isn't. And do the democratic thing, and you can go protest, do all the things you want, peacefully do it. Good for you. That's what you can do. But man, oh man, it's unbelievable. And you say, well, you can't close the border in a month. Yeah, they did. I thought you needed all this law. They have to get a comprehensive through Congress. No, you needed a new president, and the thing's shut. So how many families that have suffered from illegal bad people, and all we're asking is follow the rules. Come on in. 1.7 people have self-deported, by the way. 1.7 million have gone home because they have the promise of reapplying and maybe getting a chance to come in here legally.
Okay.
They just rush the border. We have no idea who's coming into our house, and I've used this analogy 100 times. If you are so for open borders, then take the front door off of your home. It's kind of the same thing. You wouldn't do that because you wouldn't know who you're letting in. Man, oh man. All right, 217-359-2255. I wanted to mention this rising trend in college living. Here at the University of Illinois, our world-class institution preparing for their first football game Friday night, $10,000 spent on some dorms to spiff it up. How can you spend $10,000 on your dorm room? They bring all these fancy things. Look up $10,000 dorm rooms.
Okay.
And obviously, you're coming from a very wealthy setting.
Right.
I went to Eastern Illinois University as a freshman in 1977.
Okay.
And I had a bucket, and I had a toothbrush, toothpaste, and I don't remember what else. I had a little transistor radio as well.
Yes, I did too.
So that's about all I brought. I mean, I had a few clothes. I didn't have much. And then I happened to room with a man named Scott McGee, who went on later to play some professional football.
Nice.
And I was alone in my room for weeks, and then this football player shows up. And the next morning, I swear I thought I was in the Hilton. He brought in wall-to-wall carpeting, toaster ovens, which were the thing back then, color television. It was awesome. He didn't spend $10,000. Back in the day, maybe $1,000.
So what does that get you as we do an online search here? It's a long time, they say, from fresh bedding and fresh posters that would do the trick back in the day.
$500
luxury headboards,
right?
Custom wallpaper.
Oh, hold on now. You can't put wallpaper up unless you take it down. You want to do that? You can spend some coin on some wallpaper now.
Yeah.
But who's putting that in and who's taking that? Because you can't leave the wallpaper up.
Right.
It's a dorm, right?
This designer works with all different types of budgets, and every dorm room is unique. There's full room installation with a team doing this. That's one reason why it's probably so high. They get to the entire room before the students move in.
Dorms or apartments?
These dorms.
You have like 10. You have like 10 square feet. You have nothing.
This freshman. Wow. And the custom curtains and the embellishments and you know, there's neon that says relax in an area right above the bed. There's some lamps that have some gold trim.
I don't know what to tell you.
There's artwork. There's statues in the cubbies. Yeah. This is a lot.
Yeah, well, it's interesting that they, you know what, to do that for your child, you'd have to literally say, honey, I tripped on your $100 stacks. Could you take the money and please put it under your bed? You've got to have so much money, and that's just.
But I mean, how long are you actually going to spend in
3
your
months,
dorm room?
3 whole months, right? September, October, November, and then Christmas break. And you might not go back to that dorm.
But I mean, I wasn't hardly ever in my dorm room except to sleep. I was out in clubs. They had over 700 clubs for Quad Day yesterday for the 57,000
I'm not talking about dancing clubs. You're talking about clubs.
Yeah. I mean, or whatever, or science clubs.
Boy, you just had more people at Quad Day than ever because the weather was perfect.
Yes.
It was so beautiful.
Amazing.
I mean, but anyway, that's kind of in case you missed it.
Right.
The kind of the new
then
trend.
It talks about Gossip Girl and keeping up with the Kardashians and all the people who are.
But those people are rushing. They're going on sororities, aren't they? They don't really go. Don't think you go to a dorm if you got that kind of coin, do you? Hey, of course, you got to live somewhere.
You know, the videos during Rush of the girls doing these dance routines and things like that also came up on my radar this weekend.
It's fun. I don't have any.
How do they do that?
They work at it. They practice.
Right.
Yeah. And they put the good dancers in front.
Absolutely.
Bad dancers in back.
I had 2 daughters that were on the dance team, so I know there probably are girls on the dance team that will take the lead on that. You're just getting, 30 seconds of material.
No, some people are offended by it because you can be offended by anything. That's for sure.
Right.
All right. Today is Jay Lehman Day, ladies and gentlemen. There's some on social media his wife Katie posted, and it was Jay and a young man. That can't be Colt.
No.
I mean, it was
little Colt.
I don't know.
Cute.
I don't know. Cute's the word anymore. He's got some muscles forming. He's like, 11, 12? Anyway,
Right.
Jay Lehman and his wonderful
he could throw
show.
down when we all went to a Long Branch.
No, he's
Steakhouse.
a great young kid. They have 3 kids. Jay Lehman is just an electricity bolt that runs around town. So he's a former All-American linebacker for the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, a guy who came on as a walk-on, but because of desire and effort and just hard work, he worked into an All-American linebacker. So Jay's on after 3 with Curtis Allen and Evan Stone. That's today on the new drive. And you don't want to miss an hour of electricity. And if you have to miss it because you got an appointment or whatever, you're at work, 5 o'clock we replay it. So you'll hear Jay Lehman at being 3 o'clock hour and the 5 o'clock hour. I want to hear what he thinks. What's he think of our ball club? I mean, I'm cautiously super duper optimistic, but I think we're going to know a lot early. First 4 weeks, we're going to know a lot. Because you got to go to Duke, and they're good football teams, and then you got to go to Indiana, and they think they're real good. And they might be. It's just sold out at Indiana.
Yeah, it is, in Bloomington.
They never, ever, ever. I mean...
Will we have some orange and blue?
Oh, yeah, for those that can get a ticket.
They say the Ohio State game that sold out for us is going to have lots of red.
Well, maybe.
That the Buckeyes travel.
They travel, but the tickets are gone.
I know.
They'll have a lot of...
But maybe they're gone because the Buckeyes said, let's do that.
I'm sure they did, but it's not going to... I mean, we wanted to go to that game, too. We feel very good about it. So I'm thinking the Illinois people that have tickets, if we're not in a position, a very good position at that point, we've lost a few ball games, they might sell their tickets because the Buckeyes will pay. So if you have tickets and you can get $400 each, you know?
Yeah. Might be a game to stick out there in Lot 31. Stadium Terrace.
If we're like 4-1, 5-1, whatever it might be, and Buckeyes would be undefeated, I don't know. They got to play Texas. Texas is the problem, that first game for Ohio State this Saturday. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, it is.
So the Buckeyes coming in, the Buckeyes, if they lose that game at home to Texas, Jim, whatever his name's in trouble. That coach just won a national championship. No, you're toast, man.
Buckeyes are on edge.
Oh man, Jim Day. What is his name? Anyway, head coach Ohio State.
I could do an
Ryan
online
Day.
search, but
Ryan
that's
Day.
it. But I'm still fascinated as I scroll and see all these dorm rooms that have been $10,000 better.
I don't know.
And the pictures now that I'm getting to of the mom-daughter shots on the bed and the high heels that the mom's wearing. And
Gotcha.
They must have stylist and gotten their hair done. You know, their colors are all
we have some of those on
synchronized.
campus, I promise. We have some from somebody from Naperville, maybe.
Man, too much time on your hands.
7:49. Our sports.
I'm just thinking of how I looked when I moved my daughter, Gabby, at ISU. And
I think my bucket was gray. Okay. Anyway, I didn't
look like this. When you're moving your daughter.
I mean, I needed like one Aldi bag to move. That's all I needed. I just didn't have anything.
Right. We had Tampa Bay beating the St. Louis Cardinals 7-2 yesterday. Michael McGreevy will be on the mound for a 6:45 start in Busch as we face the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think the Cardinals are 64, 67 now? Are we out of range?
Arizona passed us. So anyway, Friday I said we're 4 games out of the wild card. You never know, and then we lose.
And then
to Tampa. You know how many people
what you been drinking?
How many people were in the Tampa Stadium? They are playing in a temporary minor league park while they do a new stadium in Tampa. And there was a 4.5-hour rain delay yesterday waiting for the game to start. There couldn't have been more than 1,000 people there.
Okay.
It was like nobody there.
Right. That's not fun. The rain. I've done that before.
4.5 hour delay.
Yeah.
Man, crazy.
And actually, never mind. I'll save the story for another time. Cubs over the LA Angels 4-3 to sweep the Angels. San Francisco tomorrow as they stay on the West Coast. And that's an 8:45 start over on US 105.9. Chicago White Sox over the Minnesota Twins 8-0. They'll start a series up against Kansas City. Now, I've talked about Illinois guard Mihailo Petrovic, I believe is how you say
Petrovic or Vic? I don't know how there's hard C or soft C.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's 22 and has arrived on campus.
Finally. Well, we're all about the Balkans. I don't know what night we're doing Balkan casserole night.
That's right.
We got to do something.
I love that idea.
Brad needs to come out in that kind of that derby hat with
social
sweatsuit.
media pic with them all in the orange and the derby hats and I don't know whether they had cigarettes, but that would have been totally appropriate. Maybe candy cigarettes.
Superimposed them in. So, but
Tommy Fleetwood on top of the leaderboard is definitely something I've been seeing trend. People are so happy.
A really good guy, and really, if you think about it, who's got long hair like that anymore? He's got a bunch of hair. I mean, it looks good. I'm just saying, a bunch of hair isn't very common anymore. People aren't wearing their hair very long. Most people.
So 359-2255 on our Fisher National Bank text line. The left is itching for martyrs. I hope Trump doesn't give them one.
No, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, when you're talking about people that can get themselves hurt, have you seen any social media on the people that go nuts on police when they get stopped? It is stunning. These are...
how disrespectful people are.
Or they're all this, you know who I am kind of stuff. And then they try and throw their weight around. And so this woman, her daughter and boyfriend were stopped and they violated. And the woman gets out and said, I'm a commissioner. I'm a Port Authority commissioner. I want to know what they did. Ma'am, we're not obligated to tell you, ask him. Why just it goes on for like 10 minutes of just ranting and raving, embarrassing. So, of course, it goes viral. She resigned. It's like these people that are pretentious and just think that you know who I am. But they just, the bottom line is either they're drunk, mentally ill, just afraid. They could be truly afraid.
Right.
We've taught a lot of our young folks to really be afraid of the police because they're going to kill you. They're going to George Floyd you. I mean, they really are afraid. But man, oh man, nothing will happen. Just simply hand them your license and registration and insurance in Illinois. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you do that. These police are they have all the body cams. You see, ma'am. I mean, they're just doing their best.
Trying to be courteous
and
about
they just
it.
won't listen. They just simply won't do what they're asked to do. And you have to show the officer, you have to give them your license if they ask for it. Well, what is the discussion point here? And then you get off on this rant. Crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't want any martyrs in Washington, D.C. I do want peace in all cities. I want people to live without fear.
I also got a text in here from Lloyd that says, are you doing your starting five basketball contest?
No, because you won last year. Dang it. No, y'all did unbelievably. So I don't think so. That would be another hard round, though. You got to have your Balkans in there, but how many?
Yeah.
For sure, it's Kylan Boswell, right? I mean, he's a lock.
Right.
Tomislav Isevic is a lock. There's
right.
two.
Will they have his brother join him then?
It's I don't know if Z starts. I don't think he starts.
Okay.
Then you got the guy from Cal, who's Paige's son.
That's right.
He's starting. That's three. So if Stevie J gets three just like that, nah, too easy.
Okay.
And of course, how's Ty Rogers? Anybody know? Boy, I'm so bummed. He hurt his knee in a pickup game up in Michigan.
Right.
And had surgery. I'm hoping maybe next semester, but I don't know. Have not heard. All right, we check your weather this morning on ESPN 93.5, brought to you by Kramer Siding and Window.
Right. If you need the gutter helmet and you don't want to get up on those shaky ladders anymore, you can investigate a company that's been Superior Home Exterior since 1955 as you visit kramersiding.com.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana and vicinity. Fine spell and comfortable too for late summertime and late August across much of East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities, no organized rain until at the earliest mid to late next week. Maybe not so great with dryness and drought in mind, and what should be a promising early and often start to the harvest season. Football Friday, no problem with clear skies, light wind, high temperatures up near 80 in the afternoon. Kickoff readings in the lower 70s. But for today, unseasonably cool, sunshine at 73, fresh northwesterly wind. Clear tonight, cool at 45. Tomorrow, sunny, cool again at 75. Clear, calm tomorrow night, low down to 47. Sunshine at 77, the high on Wednesday. Thursday up to 78, as mentioned, up near 80 on Friday for the Labor Day holiday weekend. Rain-free, lots of sunshine. 77 on Saturday. Sunday have 76 and back up near 80 on Labor Day Monday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance. A new front door can instantly upgrade the look of your home and make it more energy efficient. The Kramer Siding and Window team can also install French doors to your deck or patio, welcoming the outside in, or storm doors for an extra layer of protection against the elements. The estimate is free, financing is available, and the business is local. Schedule your beautiful new door today and save 25%. Call us, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Hi, Randy Graham here with Curtis Orchard. Our delicious donuts are back because we are open for the season. Wait till you see our expanded Land of Oz activities with more mazes, a basketball shootout, new games, and a shade pavilion. We're redoing our barn, and now you can watch artist Jose Vasquez create a new Oz mural. Follow Facebook for dates and times. Of course, we still have all your favorites like peaches, apples, produce, fritters and pies, cider slushies to beat the heat. Go to curtisorchard.com and like us on Facebook to find out more.
This is Starla Carr with Provident Financial Group. There's no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help you improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Team, it's back to school time, but for us at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, class is always in session when it comes to taking care of our customers.
Yeah!
So what's the most important thing we've learned?
At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, we guarantee the best deal.
Right, and you can't have the best deal without what, Jeff?
The best service.
You got it. And to have the best service, you have to have what? Sean, in the back.
A service department.
Yes. Guys, if you sell appliances, you have to fix appliances. We take care of our customers after the sale with top-rated service technicians. That's what our customers get at Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. Top-rated service after the sale. Okay, you have your hand up. You don't work here, sir, but you do look familiar.
I work in sales at the appliance store down the street. We don't have service, and I was wondering if you were hiring.
Nasal voice guy, you're in. Come on down.
Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Hi, this is Pam Moore with Philo Exchange Bank. Whether you want to do your banking online or you prefer face-to-face interaction with our friendly staff, Philo Exchange Bank delivers banking that helps you reach your personal or business goals. To us, you're not just another face, you're a part of our family. Visit us at any one of our locations in Philo, St. Joseph, Allerton, or Broadlands, and we'll be here to help.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC.
Okay, I'm going to break for the news here at the top of the hour from Fox, and then come back with you on hour number 2. Jay Lehman today, Jay Lehman Show. So many have asked about it over the summer.
Absolutely.
He's back, and he is full throttle, and there's nowhere he sounds like he sounds except on this station because he'll be jacked up, baby. He'll be ready to go and fired up.
You can always listen to our podcast at StevieJay.com.
I wonder how many wins. Remember Jay and Lon treated some people up to Long Branch because we got to 10?
That's right.
We've never done 10 and 9, so Vegas says we're 8.5. That's the over-under.
Ooh,
so
Vegas.
Vegas thinks we're going to win 8.5. I don't know how you win a half.
And we've heard Coach Brett Beelman talk about the expectations that
no,
Illini fans
we
have.
for good reason. We got an older team. We just got to obviously stay healthy. Things have to go our way health-wise. Right. But, yeah, it's sitting out in front of us, and, you know, you think, gosh darn, we should go to a bowl game, right? I don't think you'll be super excited to go to Detroit and stuff. But, I mean, hey, let's get to a bowl game because then you get the 15 extra practices. You stay in that rhythm because we've not done 2 bowl games in a row for a while. So, all right, news is next. Good to have you listening. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
ESPN 93.5. It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to WSJK, ESPN 93.5, Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Kilmer Abrego Garcia turning himself into ice and arrested. I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox News. The case becoming a flashpoint in President Trump's immigration agenda after the Salvadorian migrant was mistakenly deported and then brought back to the U.S. and detained on human smuggling charges. Now he could be leaving the country once again.
He's been given a choice. If he pleads guilty to human smuggling charges, he'll be sent to Costa Rica. If he doesn't, it's Uganda. Abrego Garcia's attorney told NPR, I expect that ICE will take him into detention because, well, pretty much that's what they do. They have said they're going to try to deport him.
Fox's Doug Luzader. Maryland Governor Wes Moore pushing back as President Trump looks to expand his crime crackdown to more cities in addition to D.C. The Democrat inviting the president to his state for a public safety walk.
To President Trump, that stroll through Maryland meant a walk through Baltimore, and he did not like Governor Wes Moore's tone with that original invite. He wrote this, as president, I would much prefer that he clean up this crime disaster before I go for a walk there. Stop talking and get to work, Wes. Then I'll see you on the streets. Now, Governor Moore, he followed up with this.
The reason that I've asked the president to come and join us is because he seems to enjoy living in this blissful ignorance, these tropes and these 1980 scare tactics.
That's just as D.C.'s Democrat officials have done here, is to dispute the need for federal control of the police force, just like Governor Moore has been touting these falling crime rates in Baltimore after that pandemic spike.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff, a White House official confirming to Fox that President Trump is expected to sign an executive order today ending cashless bail by threatening to revoke federal funding for jurisdictions across the country. 19 people are dead, including 4 journalists, after an Israeli strike hit a southern Gaza main hospital on Monday. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, it's Mike Rowe, and if you want to do business with a company that actually stands for something, switch to Pure Talk. I did. Sure, I appreciate being on America's most dependable 5G network with unlimited talk and text for just $20 a month. But what I really appreciate is Pure Talk's commitment to our military and to our skilled workforce. That matters to me. Save 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, a wireless company that actually stands for something.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
A congressional panel continues to investigate how several administrations handled the Jeffrey Epstein case. Fox's Ryan Schmelz.
Bush administration Attorney General Alberto Gonzales will be the next person to sit for a transcribed interview with the House Oversight Committee this week. The committee is investigating deceased convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein and his associate Ghislaine Maxwell. Trump administration Attorney General Bill Barr sat for an interview last week, and Chairman James Comer says he was cooperative. The committee received the first round of documents from the Department of Justice last week after issuing a subpoena. At the White House, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
This comes as the Justice Department has released hours of interviews between a top federal prosecutor and Ghislaine Maxwell, convicted for helping Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. Scrutiny around that case intensifying after the Trump administration had previously suggested it would release Epstein's client list, but later saying that list did not exist. Maxwell was moved to a Texas minimum security prison camp following those interviews. South Korea's new president set to visit the White House today to meet with President Trump.
South Korea's new president, Lee Jae-myung, just took on the role in June after the prior president was impeached for declaring martial law. He'd called the liberal opposition in his country anti-state actors. So this will be the first meeting between President Trump and South Korea's leader in his second term. Even without meeting, South Korea successfully had negotiated their American tariff rate down from 25% to 15% earlier this summer. Now, coming with the president of South Korea is a group of high-profile business leaders, including the CEOs of Hyundai, Samsung, and LG. Key topics of discussion are expected to include trade, but also intelligence sharing with Japan and an increase in South Korean defense spending, as well as South Korean efforts to assist in U.S. shipbuilding. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A quick check of gas prices. Today's AAA national average, $3.16. I'm Angelo Bavaro, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. USDA is predicting a record corn crop of almost 17 billion bushels nationwide, which experts said may keep farmers from breaking even. Total Grain Marketing in Champaign toured central Illinois last weekend to get a close-up look of the crops. They say this year the ears are coming in smaller than just a year ago at close to 6 inches versus 8. New Illinois law creating new guidelines for missing persons investigation. It requires law enforcement to immediately take a report when they're notified of a missing person or entered into the law enforcement agency's data system. The law also eliminates the practice of observing a waiting period before taking a missing persons report. 5 men arrested in Forsyth during a 2-day human trafficking demand suppression operation carried out by Illinois State Police. It was conducted by the Criminal Investigating Trafficking Enforcement. This operation focused on identifying people looking to engage in commercial sex acts. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
And a good morning, hour number 2, ESPN 93.5, 806. Good to have you along. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Morning, Monday, August 25th is the banana split day.
Oh. Are you a banana split guy?
Yeah. Not really. Sorry.
It's okay.
I love ice cream. I love ice cream. Just not a big banana split guy.
Yeah, I'm a big ice cream guy too. Where do you get a good banana?
I think Dairy Queen is the first that comes to mind.
Well, I mean, who else has a banana split in Champaign-Urbana?
So it's the 3 mounds of vanilla ice cream.
But who has that? Where can I buy a banana split?
I mean, Dairy Queen.
That's it? The only place in town?
I mean, you could probably do it at any place. And then you get, typically, the traditional one is chocolate, strawberry, and pineapple.
Don't put nuts in there and stuff?
You can do that.
Yeah.
All 3 of those in one banana split, or are they separate, like a cherry
There's
banana
like
split?
3 mounds. You have the banana.
Right, 1, 2, 3. And 1 full banana on each side, and then they put whipping cream on top,
That's
too.
right.
So you know how long it's been since I've had a banana split?
Yeah.
A very long time.
I used to get one
ice
when
cream
I hit a home
or
run.
sundaes. I'll take a sundae, but not a banana split.
Johnny and I used to go to Illinois football games Saturday afternoons at 1:05. Nobody ever knew why it was 1:05, but it was 1:05, and we'd park across the street. We'd get there 2 minutes before 1 and go buy our $1 ticket and walk in. And then after, we'd go to the Urbana Dairy Queen, which doesn't exist anymore. And I remember the hot fudge sundaes.
Mm-hmm.
That chocolate was so hot. And that was so good. But that's probably the last time I really went to a Dairy Queen was 1976 or something. So I don't know if anybody knows where to get a good banana split. It is Banana Split Day.
Well, and Main Scoop has a bunch of different locations. I saw her at
Main Scoop.
It's a few locations in Mahomet and downtown Urbana, and now the Yard on Broadway.
Never heard of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who invented the banana split? Do we know that?
Oh, just go to me. I can do that really fast.
There you go.
It's called AI. It's amazing. It's amazing. The thing knows everything. I kind of favor Elon Musk Grok. Is it Grok? It's called Grok. Who invented the banana split?
Mm-hmm.
The answer is, just give it 2 seconds. Just guessing, Greg, off the top of my head, the banana split was invented in 1904 by David Evans Strickler, 22-year-old pharmacist in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Working at Tassel Pharmacy, created the dessert by splitting a banana lengthwise, topping it with ice cream, chocolate syrup, whipped cream, nuts, and a cherry. It cost a dime. Back in 1904, that probably put people out a little bit.
Yeah.
It was twice the price of other sundaes, too, and became popular among local college students. The dessert gained national recognition after Strickler promoted it in 1908 Pharmacist Convention. While other claims exist, such as one from Wilmington, Ohio, 1907, Latrobe is officially recognized as the birthplace with historical markers.
Okay.
Man, you're smart.
Now we know.
Okay,
Gee,
Bruce,
wow.
I didn't know you did. Banana split $7.29 with 3.
This is at Zaz?
He's got a new place
Sauce?
in the Union.
Okay.
And he's got the best ice cream. You could go in and get a raspberry, blueberry. You can put whatever you want in.
Sure.
He's got I don't know how many choices. Okay, thank you, Bruce. Basement of the Illini Union.
Uh-huh.
And I've just blipped.
This is off?
Move I.
Move I.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, no, he's
clever.
He's one of the creative minds. He invented Delights back in the day. And Andy Richter, who hung out with Conan O'Brien for years and years.
His sidekick, yeah.
Andy Richter was his ice cream scooper on campus here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's back in the day. All right, 7.29. That looks like 3 swirls of ice cream, whipped cream, and pecans.
Yummy.
That's fantastic.
Might have to
All
pop into Move
There is, oh boy.
There's lunch right there.
Yeah,
for
right.
some.
And just find one of the meters.
How much rowing and CrossFit will you have to do for a consumption of a banana split, Stevie?
Well, we could share it, all 3 of us, so I don't feel so bad. 8:11, meteorologist Greg Solier with a look at our weather, brought to you by Carl.
Carl reminds you they're always looking for good team members. In case you're interested in a career in healthcare, you can visit carl.org/careers.
All right, let's check your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier, love what you got dished up for the week, my friend.
Yeah, that's right. Temps in the 50s now, 56 at Willard and Savoy, light northwest wind, 55 at Paxton, 56 Danville, 58 at Bloomington Normal. Some frost advisories in effect across the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and where skies clear, winds drop back. We'll see it in northern Wisconsin and parts of upper Michigan. Some lake effect clouds and rain into parts of northern Indiana and western Michigan. All the organized rains otherwise bypassing us well to the west and south of us through the southwestern states, southern plains, and down through Dixie in the coming days. We do have warmer days ahead, but we're going to have to get past the Labor Day weekend to get that up and underway. But still very pleasant nonetheless for the time of year. It'll be a sun-filled 73-degree forecast high, about 10 shy of average. Northwest breeze a bit gusty for the afternoon. Clear tonight, light wind and chilly for a August night at 45. Tomorrow sunny and 75. Back into the 40s tomorrow night, up to 77 Wednesday. Thursday at 78. Football Friday, highs near 80 in the afternoon. 73 at kickoff, light wind, clear skies. And holiday weekend fantabulous at 75 to 80 for daytime readings and lots of sunshine too. For CBJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, thank you very much. What time do we get there Friday? Again, let's see, the game is 6:30, and so you back that up. Usually the big tent with all the biggest tent with the floor, I don't even know what they call it, but the donors and stuff get to go in there, or if you're friends of donors, you get to go in there. I think that dinner's 2 hours, so it's 4:30. So if you go, usually I get there a couple hours, so really you got to start going at 2 or 3 if you really want to kind of.
Yeah.
So the weather's going to be perfect.
Yes.
And I think you'd wear pants. I do. I don't think it's a shorts thing.
Yeah.
I mean, normally this time of year, shorts and a very light shirt. Hopefully something orange and blue. As we welcome Western Illinois, the Leathernecks are coming in town. I think they averaged 31 points a game last year, but they gave up 33.
Okay.
So maybe we can score on them. And again, it's a game. You can look that up if you want to find what is the point spread on Illinois, Western Illinois. I mean, I fear it could be 30. Can you look that up there?
Right. I'm on things about the upcoming game. Will it have it there? Or
it's okay, I got it.
I always get confused on the betting stuff, Stevie. Does the minus mean
if Western Illinois is minus 32, that means the game starts 32-0 with Western Illinois winning. So if we beat them 35-0 and you bet on Western Illinois, you lose because you only got 32.5. So if you're covering the spread, means if we're 32-point favorites on Western Illinois, we have to win by more than 32. Sometimes people are 45-point underdogs. Wow. 45, but they're playing Ohio State.
Okay.
And they're, smaller programs. And they go in, I think Western Illinois probably going to get 700,000 to come in and play and hopefully lose to us, right?
Right.
Don't come in and get any smart ideas that you're going to compete, right? That would be not hospitable. What is the football point spread between Illinois and Western Illinois? See if they get into this here on these AI things. Yep. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So if I gave you Western Illinois and the game hasn't started and Western Illinois is winning 46-0, what would you bet on? We're losing 46-0. Illinois has to beat them 50-0 to cover the spread.
Okay.
So if you bet $10 on Illinois, if we don't win by at least 46, you lose. That's a lot.
Wow.
That's a lot of points. Luke Altmaier's long gone from the game by then, right? You're not going to play him 35-3. You're not going to play Luke, are you? Probably take him out so he doesn't get hurt when you don't need him, kind of thing. I don't know. Well, that's great. That's awesome. That means we're going to win.
Right.
Whew. Or historic loss. No, we're going to go play great. We're just going to play fantastic and get it going, get ready for Duke. But go play. Be error-free as much as you can.
It is on Peacock in case you're wanting to watch from home. But as far as I know, a lot of people are going to be out there and enjoy.
See what you see. Let's go, Illinois. Fighting Illini back in Friday night, 6:30. We check our sports headlines.
And there are enhancements to look for at Memorial Stadium, too. And we have a friend in Joe McCullough, an police officer with the U of I Police. And actually, he's coming in tomorrow, right?
He'll be in tomorrow, 7:30. Joe McCullough. He'll explain some of the different things you're going to see at the stadium. So you'll be prepared. But I think the message from the U of I, if I may speak for them, try and go in just a little bit earlier than you're used to. Because you'll find that if the game's at 6:30 and your line is 6:20, that isn't going to work right now. There's a lot more people that have more interest in Illinois football. So, I mean, you got to back it up a little bit. Plus, it's fun to go in and feel the electricity and see the marching Illini and everything else going on in the pregame.
Right.
It's kind of fun.
The popular Illini Hour is returning to Memorial Stadium, including all the concession stands, 90 minutes to 30 minutes before kickoff. Hot dogs, non-alcoholic beverages, including souvenir cups, will be $3. Hard seltzers, $5. 24-ounce domestic beers, $7. Those are some of the deals you can get when you go in early for an Illini Hour, which goes 90 minutes out and 30 minutes before kickoff. Now, 30 minutes before kickoff, it's full on full pricing. We also have the Family Huddle, presented by Papa John's. So you've got all kinds of different sections that have been cleared off, and they'll have an easier way to find your area. And the fans must stay clear of the field for the Illini March as they get ready to enter the stadium. I think you can
go down after the game now, briefly, if you want to stand on the floor of this Memorial Stadium. I believe before the Marching Illini, I think they're allowing people to come down and feel the floor.
Right.
That's cool.
Papa John's has 40% off their pizza, and you have to use a code on that, Illini40, as you watch Illini football. So they're talking about sustainability and different things that you can be orange and go green program. Also, just if you go to fightingillini.com,
it'll be all there.
The amenities.
Hey, college is closer than you think, whether sending your child to college next year or even 18 years from now. Celebrate National College Savings Month all of September with Busey Wealth Management. Their experienced advisors explain your savings options. Busey's experts suggest some simple tips. Obviously, save early and often. We might want to look into college savings accounts like the 529 savings account. Your savings will be tax deferred. It's for people that want to go in Illinois, college in Illinois, and make saving automatic. Busey wants you to know that if you increase the amount you save each year, obviously it gets easier. We have no idea what college is going to cost in 18 years, but it'd be nice to have too much. Set a goal, stick to it, choose a college savings plan that matches your priorities. Busey's financial advisors will help you understand your options and what might work best for you and your time frame. But it's never too early to start that process. If they get a scholarship, well, that's wonderful, and you have the money. Invest in your child's future today with Busey for a saving strategy for your family. Visit Busey.com or stop by one of their many convenient locations. Investment products and services not FDIC insured may lose value. No bank guarantee. Weather brought to you by Kurt Lenschow over at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Kurt are there. Just get hold of Kurt Lenschow at State Farm Insurance. take care of you. 8:19, here's your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana, and vicinity. Fine spell and comfortable, too, for late summertime and late August across much of East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities, no organized rain until at the earliest mid to late next week. Maybe not so great with dryness and drought in mind, and what should be a promising early and often start to the harvest season. Football Friday, no problem with clear skies, light wind, high temperatures up near 80 in the afternoon, kickoff readings in the lower 70s. But for today, unseasonably cool, sunshine at 73, fresh northwesterly wind, clear tonight, cool at 45. Tomorrow, sunny, cool again at 75. Clear, calm tomorrow night, low down to 47, sunshine at 77, the high on Wednesday. Thursday up to 78, as mentioned, up near 80 on Friday for the Labor Day holiday weekend. Rain-free, lots of sunshine, 77 on Saturday. Sunday, have 76, and back up near 80 on Labor Day Monday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks are under pressure after Friday's huge rally. Fed Chair Jerome Powell suggested last week that weakness in the labor market could result in an interest rate cut at the Fed's September meeting. There's a coffee merger that Keurig Dr. Pepper believes will lead to the world's #1 pure play coffee company. Keurig Dr. Pepper is buying the parent company of Peet's Coffee, Amsterdam-based JDE Peet's. It's an $18 billion deal. And Keurig Dr. Pepper plans to split its coffee and soft drink companies into two businesses. In addition to Dr. Pepper, it owns 7-Up, Snapple, and energy drinks. There are signs that tariffs and other restrictions are having an impact on China-based discount retailers. PDD, parent of shopping app Temu, reported a lower quarterly profit. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jen Fosola, invested in you.
Hey, I'm Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy Podcast. Join me every Tuesday as we cover the full range of topics that are on your mind and speak with some brilliant, talented, thoughtful women and men who have excelled in their respective fields and careers. Plus, every Thursday is your turn. You get to be the lawyer and you get to ask the questions about whatever is foremost on your mind.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Sarah Champagne managing partner Ben Quattrone.
We're always looking for people. You can go online and apply on our website. We never know what we're going to need. We're always expanding. We're always building more and growing our business. If we don't need a person and they come along and we find out that they're an eagle, they're a star, we'll hire them. We'll put them somewhere and wait for the spot we're going to have them working.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com.
Stevie J Broadcasting and Parlor Donuts want to send you to see the number 12th ranked Fighting Illini football team's home opener. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way August 29th against Western Illinois. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win Illini football tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting. Back to school means back to Jets. Right now, get a build your own large 2-topping pizza for just $14.99 with code JETS101. Choose your crust, Detroit style, hand tossed, or thin, and make it yours with bold flavors like turbo, butter, garlic, or Cajun. Perfect for feeding hungry kindergartners all the way to worn out grad students. For a limited time, get your large 2-topping pizza for $14.99 now at jetspizza.com with code JETS101. It's not just pizza, it's Jets Pizza.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow in Champaign-Urbana today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Okay, thank you very much. What Nick said, Dairy Bar, Sydney Dairy Bar, of course, they would certainly have banana split.
Yeah, the Dairy Barn's awesome.
Yeah.
And Jarling's custard cup was suggested when we were talking about today being banana split day. Thanks, David. And who else said jarlings? Rick.
Okay. When I think of them, I think of scoop ice cream in a cup, right? Or a cone.
Yeah.
I don't think banana
I
split.
get mini cold fudge whenever I go.
Mini cold fudge.
Right. So that's something to take note of.
Yeah.
Also, Mike had said Muhammad has a great DQ.
Okay.
And,
Dairy Queen's in St. Joe, Muhammad, Champaign. Where's Champaign-Urbana Dairy Queen? Oh, on the university.
Yes.
There's one in the university.
Near Lincoln.
Yeah.
And then John had said Illinois minus 46.5. So.
Yeah, okay. You know what? It's a relief because if it's like 17 or 22, that means the other team's pretty good.
I see.
So what this means is we're going to outmatch Western Illinois and probably be just fine because we got to get obviously a 1-0 and then we get focus everything you got on those Leathernecks. I wouldn't look past them at all, but at Duke will be a real early season tester. And then you come back in Western Michigan. I think, again, we're going to be personnel-wise way better. Got to beat Western Michigan. That's a total grade up from Western Illinois. And then, at Indiana. I mean, Indiana lost 2 games last year to the 2 teams in the national championship game.
I see.
So they're real.
Yeah.
And so you just got to – and they got this cocky coach. And is it cocky if you can do it? I don't know.
Google me.
Yeah, I win. Google me. The guy's 60-some years old. Where'd he come from? Anyway, he's a good coach, man. It's crazy.
Okay.
If you just said Indiana Hoosiers are going to sell out their game with us, I said, on what planet are you from? The Hoosiers? They're a basketball school. I don't care about football. I've been to that stadium. I could put a blanket down on 4 rows of – it was empty. It was a really nice day. We won. It was fine. Anyway, it's a different era. And I think USC coming in here is going to be hard, too. They're very good. They had the number 1 recruiting class in America, too. We'll see. Man, it's supposed to be good.
Is it Kurt Cianegni?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. For Indiana.
Yeah, no, he impressed everybody last year, and Indiana was a real problem. And at Indiana, heck, we played there a couple of years ago and lost. So, I mean, and now they're really good. So we'll have to go play well, but we are good. We have old, experienced people, and we are ranked 12th in America. This is really good news. So just try not to get in a fetal position under my desk here. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So 6:30 Friday the 29th. And we're going to be at Pia's talking about this amongst ourselves.
Thursday.
Back patio there between 3 and 6 essentially.
It's idyllic weather and they're going to be giveaways. You must come.
Yes.
I'll be over there. I'm going to stop by.
And then the September 6th game at Duke is at 11 a.m. And then the Western Michigan game is at 6 p.m. on September 13th.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's a nice long day of tailgating.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, 11 a.m. is fine. It's really early for everybody, but I think it's better than like a 7 p.m. prime time. They've been drinking all day, not the players, fans. So they're all fired up and juiced. So I think 11 a.m. is just a good little Saturday morning. Let's go play.
Yes.
See how we do. But listen, we've got a really, really good team. All the offensive linemen are back. That's very unusual. Get 5 guys returning. Just keep them healthy. And I can't imagine how Josh Whitman feels. I mean, he's got all this stuff, and this is big deal to break through the wall of what has been inevitability, our lack of success in football. I mean, we've been playing football 40 years, and we've never done a 10 and a 9-win season in a row, ever. Now, back then, you were 6-0, right? You didn't play a lot of games early.
Yeah.
But we just have not been able to sustain it. Is Brett Bielema, is he headed toward a statue if we start doing this?
Wow.
I think he is. Okay, gotta calm down.
Okay.
ESPN 93.5. Today's Jay Lehman Day. It's also Banana Split Day. So Jay Lehman is in the studio at 3 o'clock. I shall shut down all of my power that we have coming in with the wires because Jay will
light it up,
heat and cool our building.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be in jacked up and fired up like he always is with a whole bunch of support too. He's got a lot of great sponsors that we'll introduce this afternoon. The Jay Lehman Hour after 3, replayed after 5. You can't miss Jay on Mondays. So many of you. I mean, I can't. Hey, what do you see, honey? I'm dog sitting.
Dog sitting.
Yeah.
So Nala's perking up here.
Anyway, you just can't not like Jay Lehman. He is absolutely juiced and ready to go for the season. So after 3 today, if you have to miss it after 5. All right, ESPN 93.5 The News. Another segment to go here before we get out of here on this Monday. This is August 25, 2025. We call it Nat Sound, natural sound, dog sitting, little Nala today, 8:29.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now at Lands, it's a great time to buy a new Trane heating and cooling system. We are offering special financing or up to $1,500 off any qualifying Trane system. At Lands, we know what it takes to deliver exceptional comfort, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you are thinking of a new comfort system, now is the time to buy. And remember, it's hard to stop a Trane. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. Destination Uganda for Kilmar Abrego Garcia under arrest in federal custody at an ICE facility in Baltimore after a lengthy early morning news conference with supporters. Homeland Security says the illegal Salvadoran migrant will be bound for Uganda after refusing to plead guilty to human smuggling charges. Would have sent him to Costa Rica instead. Here, thanking supporters.
Y esperanza para seguir luchando.
And Fox has learned that President Trump will sign an executive order today around noontime to eliminate cashless bail for suspects across the country. He's eyeing Chicago for the next federal crime enforcement. Hertz rolling out comfort for stressed out Labor Day travelers, the Gold Squad. Highly trained golden retrievers to bring comfort and calm to select airports. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. New Illinois law creating new guidelines for missing persons investigation. It requires law enforcement to immediately take a report when they're notified of a missing person or entered into the law enforcement agency's data system. The law also eliminates the practice of observing a waiting period before taking a missing persons report. 5 men arrested in Forsyth during a 2-day human trafficking demand suppression operation carried out by Illinois State Police. It was conducted by the Criminal Investigating Trafficking Enforcement. This operation focused on identifying people looking to engage in commercial sex acts. USDA is predicting a record corn crop of almost 17 billion bushels nationwide, which experts said may keep farmers from breaking even. Total Grain Marketing in Champaign toured central Illinois last weekend to get a close-up look of the crops. They say this year the ears are coming in smaller than just a year ago at close to 6 inches versus 8. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity as good as it gets for late August across much of the area. Temperatures on the cool side. No great impact to crop growth and development, nor organized rains, unfortunately, at the earliest middle or late parts of next week, ensuring a very comfortable and dry Labor Day holiday weekend and fantastic football Friday weather. High temperatures up near 80, kickoff readings in the lower 70s, light wind and clear skies. Sunshine, cool for the day today. Temperatures 10 shy of normal. It's about 73 with a fresh northwest wind. Mostly clear for tonight. Dawn temperatures will level off at 45. With a day tomorrow unseasonably cool, sun-filled, lighter northwest wind at 75. Down into the 40s again tomorrow night with a clear sky, calm wind. Sunshine at 77 Wednesday, 78 Thursday, up near 80 as mentioned on Friday. High temperatures between 75 and 80 for the Labor Day holiday weekend. Partly cloudy on Saturday, sunshine for Sunday, partly cloudy on Labor Day Monday. For TVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Well, don't forget about this. we got the Chicago Bears, and they played ridiculously when they shut out Buffalo, and then everybody was down on the Bears Friday night when they lost to Kansas City, or they beat Kansas.
They beat Kansas City, and it was in the last few seconds.
Apparently, the coach...
It was like 29-27.
Okay. Anyway, coach was not happy. The new coach of the Chicago Bears.
Is it Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson was not happy. Said we got to get a lot better.
Yeah. He said he was downhearted about the start. I happened to be listening to Q96.
Yeah. How'd it sound?
And it was great.
Yep. We got... Radio has the Bears, and the only place you can... If you can't sit in front of a TV for 3.5 hours, you can listen to it and do other things.
That's right.
So Q96, WQQB, all the hits. 96.1 is where you will hear the Chicago Bears football games with Jeff Joniak and Tom Thayer. They've been on there for a long time.
So they were using quarterback Tyson Bagent for that game-winning touchdown pass to Jaden Walker.
Tyler Bagent. Yeah, I think he's the only...
Only 2 seconds left on the clock. Bears win over Kansas City Chiefs 29-27. A very slow start.
Okay. By the way, Tyler Bagent's the only CrossFitter in the NFL.
Okay.
He's really fit. And the guy's pretty big, too. So pulling for Caleb Williams, their starter, and the entire Chicago Bears outfit, because now we carry them on radio. And, yeah. We're looking forward to it very much. All right, ESPN 93.5. Headlines today, Diego Garcia, this Maryland man who also happens to be MS-13, gang member, smuggler. And people are saying the court should decide. They had a hearing. The judge said you have to go 2019. He didn't. He's not here legally. Forget the domestic violence if nobody cares about that, but he beat his wife twice. And they're having a rally for him. And he's talking about how he just wants to be with his family. And just, man. So he had a chance to plead guilty, and he must have got advice that says, no. Then the whole thing blows up. Or you're going to go to Costa Rica and maybe not even go to jail. Or you're going to Uganda. But Zavron Mamdami's from Uganda. Mm-hmm. He could score some points by setting him up. And you're going, what the world? He broke the law. And they have video of his stop when he's on the interstate headed to Illinois with 7 smuggled humans. And, you know, how do you know they're smuggled? Because there's no luggage. They're coming across country. Nobody's carrying anything. Okay. Anyway, that's 1% of Americans signed a petition, less than 1%. 2.5 million actually signed a petition to go lenient on him. Take it easy. He's a Maryland man. So we've... got the narrative going on that one.
Right.
That's a head shaker.
Well, people are wondering if the peace talks will resume.
That's a good question.
It feels like a stall right now.
And I think you better think about these sanctions, because I think that'll hurt Vladimir Putin. But apparently he's slow walking everything. Now we've lost whatever momentum we had a week. Remember all the leaders came just 1 week ago? Mm-hmm. And we were talking in the White House about how we're going to do this together. And I think the whole peace thing, where we're going to have peacekeepers in there, make sure they don't come back, I think that's caused a snag. And even though Vladimir Putin said, I totally understand that. Yes, I understand all that. Apparently no. So I don't know. I think you cream them with the sanctions and see how they do with it. But that means nobody's going to buy their oil. India's going to get 50% tax on all our stuff if they do. I don't know where China is on that. They've been quiet, but I bet if China called them and said, just wrap this up, okay? There'll be another day. Donald Trump will go away someday, and we just go back. I don't know. He wants to build Mother Russia, I guess, is what Vladimir Putin's dream is, to build it back, Soviet Union kind of thing. So I don't know. I think you have to really be poised for sanctions, and who knows what kind of rain that'll bring. I don't know.
Over the weekend, we saw Ukraine's Independence Day. So they've been marking that since 1991, I was reading here.
Yeah.
So, and it just talks about how Ukraine is a fighter.
No, they're tough people.
I don't see how Zelensky's going to back down unless we figure out something.
Well, I think he's willing to do this if he has the guarantee that you're not going to let Russia come back and all you guys will guard me. That's what the deal is. Mm-hmm. And Putin had kind of agreed to it sounded like. Okay, again, I think helping cities cut crime is a good thing. Here's a resident of Washington, D.C. If you've missed this from earlier.
So President Trump has not even had control over Washington, D.C. for 30 days. And I have on my For You page video after video showing D.C., specifically Union Station, and how clean and safe it is. People don't understand how big of a deal it is, specifically for Union Station, because there is a bridge, whether it's the bypass, it's either 95, 395, or 495, where the homeless, as well as people who are abusing drugs, as well as the drug dealers, they just squat. It's clean. It's all gone. This was also an underpass bridge where people would throw their wastes. So you would drive on the main road, and to the left and right of you is nothing but trash. It's all clean. People don't understand how big of a deal this is, because the Capitol is right there within like a 6 or 7 minute walk. And then also local residents, they did not like walking there, whether in the daytime or the evening. Some people would take taxis just to avoid any type of encounters. And people have been talking about cleaning this up for a decade. And you mean to tell me President Trump hasn't even had control for 30 days and he cleaned it all up?
Pretty remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Johnson in Chicago, the mayor, says, no, don't need them.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Oh, that's the wrong one.
He's got an accent these days.
Yeah, Brandon has an accent now.
And so, look, we're going to remain firm. We'll take legal action. But the people in this city are accustomed to rising up against tyranny. And if
stop the whole thing. What do you mean rising up against tyranny? What does that mean? Any idea what that means? We're used to rising up against tyranny? Your tyranny? What are you talking about?
Right.
What?
Don't the citizens of Chicago want no crime?
And so, look, we're going to remain firm. We'll take legal action. But the people in this city are accustomed to rising up against tyranny. And if that's necessary, I believe that the people of Chicago will stand firm alongside of me as I work every single day to protect the people of this city.
Okay. That's Brandon Johnson, Mayor of Chicago. I mean, he to me comes off as, you don't understand how brilliant I am, so you must be a racist, because you don't get that intellectual black people like me, really like me, just kind of think above what you are, peon. That's the feel you get from him. So he knows everything, and why would you possibly want any help for all the crime that Chicago has been plagued with for so many years? I mean, I don't know. The last thing I heard was 526 gangs. There has to be more than that now. And there might be small gangs, but they control territories. And don't come into this and you say, this is my, I mean, they've got all that. And how much area of Chicago is controlled by that? Quite a bit. You just go on the maps and you can see the really crime-plagued areas. And yeah, you go put some National Guard in there and see some tanks and some well-armed people. No, I think things will calm down. How else would you do it? How would you ever stop that? Ever? Show of force. They sent 8,000 Marines to L.A. What happened? The fire stopped. Everything stopped burning. It's too many people. You can't beat that. There's no civil war. It's whoever controls the army wins. We're way past that. We don't have muskets, okay? You don't have a chance against the authority of the United States of America's armed forces and National Guard and police. And unfortunately, over the course of the last decade, we've lost a lot of respect for authority. Because we don't trust them because they're all crooked and they're bad cops. They're dirty. All that. So I mean, I tell you what, if I was in a crime-ridden city, I would welcome that with open arms because nothing else has worked.
We've talked before about turning in the guns and the money that people would get if they turn over their guns, but it just doesn't seem to be working.
Well, there's so many guns. If you got 400 million guns out there, 400 million? Wow. How long would it take you to count to 400 million? How many years?
Right.
It's too many. It's over. We have the Second Amendment. And you've got to figure out how to live safely as you can, but you can't allow without consequences bad behavior like we've had for so long. So we're just at almost a desperation point. But if crime is down and nobody got shot in Washington last week, which is a big deal, Nobody died last week in Washington, D.C. That should be a point of celebration.
Yeah.
Not animosity toward the president. Doesn't make any sense. 8:44. All right, so let's talk about it. What about Gail Frericks Trucking? How are you with drivers, et cetera? How's it going?
Hey, we're coming down to the time where we're going to get some grain going in the fields. Our regional over-the-road trucks are pretty well full, but what we do is have a couple of spots that we bring in some new people to start out hauling the grain out of the field. They're home every night, they make good money, and they work a lot over 6 or 7 weeks. That's all dictated by the weather, so if the weather's good on the weekend, we're going, and then those people just transition into a regional job when the grain's done.
Awesome. Need good people for that, for sure.
Yep, need 2 or 3 good people for that. We'll be starting here in probably 3 or 4 weeks.
How do you get that process started, Tim Onstad?
They can get me at timo@gftlog.com. They can call the office at 765-793-7131.
And you hit number 4 for that
hit
auto
number
attendant.
4 on the auto attendant, yeah.
Cold nights, hot fire, safe chimney. You need Grizzly's Chimney Service. Since 2008, they've handled it all. Fireplace and stove work, tuck pointing, inspections, dryer vents, and more. With certified chimney sweeps, a no-mess guarantee, and they're fully insured. Keep your home fires burning safely. Call the experts at Grizzly's Chimney Service today. And visit grizzlysweep.com. That's grizzlysweep.com.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
It's the Urbana Park District's 2nd annual Central Illinois Bat Fest, happening Saturday, September 6th. Join them at the Anita Purvis Nature Center from 1 to 4:30 p.m. for a free family-friendly afternoon all about one of nature's most fascinating creatures, bats. They have hands-on kid activities, live expert talks, exhibitor tables, and yes, food trucks to keep you fueled. Questions? Call 217-384-4062 or visit urbanaparks.org.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities and advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network. Member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Want unbeatable prices on your next furniture purchase, but also seeking that local hometown feel? Look no further than Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola. Customers rave about their friendly, established staff, as well as their great selection, amazing prices, and second-to-none delivery service. They're a third-generation local business, and they've always got your best interests at heart. Find the look you love for less. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, but always available online at kelseyfurniture.com. That's kelseyfurniture.com.
8:47, some sports headlines one more time with Diane.
Just noticing Parkland College volleyball team is out of the gate with some wins. It looks like they'll start the regular season on Wednesday, August 27th. Man, Lincoln Lane Community College. And our Illini women's volleyball team had kind of a meet and greet occasion on Saturday the 23rd.
I think that's sold out.
Yeah. So good stuff in fall sports. Also, we're gearing up for this Illini game on Friday at 6:30 against Western Illinois. If you need some hints about how to handle things, going in early is very much suggested. FightingIllini.com to get more details. Mihailo Petrovic is the new Illini guard that is on campus now. He's 6'3", 180 pounds, 22 years old, and the team is complete. Tampa Bay over St. Louis 7-2. Cubs beat the LA Angels 4-3, and Chicago White Sox over the Minnesota Twins 8-0.
The best player to never win a golf tournament won a golf tournament. Tommy Fleetwood is the FedEx champion out of 164 entries in the PGA and 50 top 10 finishes. He finally won.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed emotions. I think very proud of like the qualities I've had to show in recent weeks to keep coming back. Very relieved that it's done. That I've got this first win and I can move on and hopefully win many more.
I would think you're going to win many more, Tommy Fleetwood, but classy guy and really handled everything. Good for him. $10 million prize. Big deal. 30 of the best golfers qualified for East Lake in Atlanta. It's over for now. Now the Ryder Cup would be next. And that's always fun. Europe against USA.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Sarah Champagne's Ben Quattrone on keeping his employees.
It's got to be the place to work. We have to pay the best. We have to treat people the best. Some of the guys wanted to order pizza the other day. Well, we bought 30 Papa Del's pizzas. BMW had the best month they've ever had. They said, can we have a cookout? Saturday, I cooked like 50 ribeye steaks. And they were expecting like cheese, burgers and hot dogs and stuff. Like, if I'm eating steak, you're eating steak. We both eat steak, we both eat hamburger.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com.
Carpet Weaver's Labor Day sale is here with big savings, a huge selection, and everything you need to update your home. Choose Mohawk waterproof luxury vinyl floors or Mohawk Revwood, and the installation is half off. Buy Mohawk carpet, and the installation is free. Plus, get up to $1,000 rebate on Mohawk carpets and floors, and get instant rebates on all furniture and rugs. All with special 2 years free financing. Don't miss the Labor Day sale, only at Carpet Weavers.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and vicinity. Fine spell and comfortable, too, for late summertime and late August across much of East Central Illinois. The Twin Cities, no organized rain until at the earliest mid to late next week. Maybe not so great with dryness and drought in mind, and what should be a promising early and often start to the harvest season. Football Friday, no problem with clear skies, light wind, high temperatures up near 80 in the afternoon, kickoff readings in the lower 70s. But for today, and seasonably cool, sunshine at 73, fresh northwesterly wind. Clear tonight, cool at 45. Tomorrow, sunny, cool again at 75. Clear, calm tomorrow night, low down to 47. Sunshine at 77, the high on Wednesday. Thursday up to 78, as mentioned, up near 80 on Friday for the Labor Day holiday weekend. Rain-free, lots of sunshine. 77 on Saturday. Sunday, have 76, and back up near 80 on Labor Day Monday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
And what about Dixie Chopper? What do you got? Dedicated diesel.
The best prices you'll ever get on a Dixie Chopper. I'm looking at right now the list of a classic. The regular retails for $18,200. We're going to sell it for $12,500.
What?
Yep.
You're doing commercial. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, we're gonna sell some of these things and move them out. A $7,500 Z2. We're going to get rid of for $5,000.
Man.
$20,000 Eagle, 72-inch cut. It's there for $13,500.
Wow. It's the fastest lawnmowers in the world, called Dixie Chopper. Go to Dedicated Diesel. How would I reach Andy for that?
They can call Andy at 217-328-0562. Visit him at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, or check him out on Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
Stevie J Broadcasting and Parlor Donuts want to send you to see the number 12th ranked Fighting Illini football team's home opener. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way August 29th against Western Illinois. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win Illini football tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. In my line of work, I've seen firsthand how fast the world can change. With rising geopolitical tensions and inflation eating your buying power, it's time to take action. For me, that means gold. And for gold, I exclusively trust Advantage Gold. I urge you to do the same. Call them now at 800-900-8000 for a free gold guide to discover the security that comes with owning precious metals. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
What is this gold? Like $3,400 an ounce now. I think silver is like $38. I mean, hanging around $5 for 20, 30 years, and then it went up to 10 and 15 and 20 and back down. And whew, pretty good money there if you have some of that. All right, we'll listen for Jay Lehman and Curtis Allen and Evan Stone this afternoon after 3 on The Drive.
That's right. And take note to have lunch with me tomorrow between 11 and 1. Raising Cane's 2121 Prospect.
Okay, North Prospect. All right, thank you, Diane.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I'm Stevie J. Hey, thank you for listening. We'll meet back tomorrow on this beautiful weather week. Have a great Monday.
The Champaign Parks Foundation, with support from GHR Engineers, Christie Clinic Illinois Race Weekend, and Lynn Ryle, invites you to join them for their 3rd annual Ties and Tinnies Gala on Thursday, September 4th at the iHotel. This year's event is headlined by Fighting Illini women's basketball coach Shauna Green. Attendees can also expect drinks, a plated dinner, a silent auction, and more. Help the Champaign Parks Foundation reach its fundraising goal of $125,000. Get more details now at champaignparks.org.
For 22 years, Trinity Home Medical has been helping Central Illinois live healthier with the latest in diabetic care. Imagine managing your diabetes without the hassle of finger sticks. With continuous glucose monitors from Trinity, you'll avoid dangerous spikes and crashes, and most insulin-dependent diabetics qualify through insurance. Trinity handles it all: insurance processing, delivery, education, and ongoing support. Take control today. Call 877-663-0202 or visit trinityhome.com. Well, I tell you what, though, A&R has been such an amazing, impactful company. Your grandfather, your dad, you've all gone through stuff. And your secret is what, John?
Well, I mean, you have to trust that you're doing the right thing, first of all. And you got to surround yourself with good people. And I think over the years, we've had some really good people that have been part of A&R. And, you know, we owe a lot of our success, if not all of it, to those people.
Neil, you could say A&R has built a great part of Champaign-Urbana. It's about people. Can you explain the culture, why people would want to work at A&R?
We've had several families where we've gone even 3 generations. And these guys are long-term employees. They want to stay with us. And it's rewarding to know that they want to be with us. We have their backs. They have our backs. And that's a unique perspective, I think, from anybody this day and age.
I'm positive because you're such a solid company. A&R Mechanical, a thriving leader 100 years later.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hey, this is Curtis Allen. Join me and Evan Stone for a live broadcast at Pia Sports Bar and Grill in Champaign this Thursday. Come by between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. as we get you ready for the Illini's home opener against Western Illinois. We'll have your chance to win tickets, Illini gear, and much more, plus drink specials and Pia's famous 10-ounce Slugger Burger. That's this Thursday starting at 3 p.m. It's The Drive, broadcasting live from Pia's in Champaign with Stevie J Broadcasting. Cold nights, hot fire, safe chimney. You need Grizzly's Chimney Service. Since 2008, they've handled it all. Fireplace and stove work, tuck pointing, inspections, dryer vents, and more. With certified chimney sweeps, a no-mess guarantee, and they're fully insured. Keep your home fires burning safely. Call the experts at Grizzly's Chimney Service today. And visit grizzlysweep.com. That's grizzlysweep.com.
Sarah Champagne Managing Partner Ben Quattrone on why integrity is important at Sarah.
We hire the person. The person makes the deal. The person makes the department. The person makes everyone around them treat people with courtesy and respect. If you have a quality human being, you can play any position, right? We're talking about sports. They can perform in any department, and I could teach someone a job, but I can't teach them to be a good person.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
Stevie J Broadcasting and Parlor Donuts want to send you to see the number 12th ranked Fighting Illini football team's home opener. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 and you could be on your way August 29th against Western Illinois. Stop by Parlor Donuts in the Old Farm Shops on Kirby and Madison Champaign before the game to try their layered donuts, cold brews, blended treats, and more. Text Illini to 217-359-2255 to win Illini football tickets with Parlor Donuts and Stevie J Broadcasting.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
$200 in-app purchase with code Schefter. That's code
You're
Schefter.
listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola Champaign